What's going on, guys? VitalSyntax here, and we're going to be talking about the newly announced Freefall map, which is a pre-order exclusive for Call of Duty Ghosts, in comparison to the Siege of Shanghai map we saw with Battlefield 4 at E3. Obviously, there's some parallels that can be drawn to these two maps, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just back up a bit. So at E3, Battlefield showed off the Siege of Shanghai map. That's the only one that was available for people to play. It's also one that they were testing out in the closed alpha. And in the middle of the map, there's a flag point on top of a skyscraper, and that skyscraper can be toppled over if you take out the support beams with a tank, with the explosives, C4, rocket launchers, anything like that. But it's user controlled, so the skyscraper is not just going to fall over by itself. But if you do take out the support beams, the skyscraper will fall over, and it'll kill anybody that's in the skyscraper, obviously, because there's this huge skyscraper falling on you. Smoke goes all over the map, and it kind of, intrudes on everybody's vision. And then you have the rubble of that skyscraper as a new flag point. So it actually will change the course of the map and the dynamics of the map, the layout of the map, based on player control. Now, this Freefall map that they've announced is a pre-order exclusive, and it's pre-order at certain retailers, specific retailers. They didn't specify which ones, but it's probably going to be the major ones like Best Buy, GameStop, probably Steam as well. But this also takes place on top of a skyscraper that is slowly falling over. Now, it's not user-controlled like in Battlefield. In Battlefield, you actually have to take out the support beams, or else it's not going to fall by itself. Instead, this one's already fallen over, and you can see from some of the images, I don't think these are actual in-game screenshots. It seems more of like a promotional type of image that they're trying to show off the map and show off the pre-order exclusive. But you can see the skyscraper is fallen onto another skyscraper, and it's kind of at a horizontal position. And you're going to be fighting inside of the skyscraper, possibly on top of the skyscraper. You can also fall through the windows, which are essentially now the floor, because you're at a 90-degree angle, and you could fall to your death, presumably, probably why they're calling it free fall. Now, throughout the progression of you playing the match on this map, the skyscraper will slowly fall lower and lower. Something like Aftermath from Battlefield 3, where you had those tremors every once in a while. That's something that we're going to see in the game. In Call of Duty Ghosts, you'll have these little tremors, and slowly it'll just keep falling more and more as the map progresses. And that's actually going to change the layout of the map. You're going to have changing sight lines, different paths that you can go in and out of, and the choke points are actually changing as the map progresses, which is kind of a cool concept. And they've talked about some of the other dynamic things, like there was one other map that they showed off where you can have logs fall over and it would change something. But it's not user controlled, right? This is something it's dynamic, and it's going to change the course of the map as you play through it, which is definitely a cool concept. But the main difference here is that in Battlefield 4, it's actually a controllable event. Now, I should note that in Battlefield 4, that doesn't mean you can take down all the skyscrapers. It is a designated building that has, specifically they programmed in the ability to knock it over. They programmed in an animation. It always falls in the same way every single time. It's not the same as the destruction that they have in Battlefield 3, where you can take out every building in the game, or in Battlefield Bad Company 2, where you can take out every building in the game. You're not going to be able to take out all the skyscrapers. It's only going to be that one in the very center of the map, that they've specifically chosen as one that's changeable. Now, at the end of the Freefall map for Call of Duty Ghosts, supposedly, they have that animation or that scene at the end of Nuketown, where the nuke goes off and it blows everything up and destroys the Nuketown little town thing that they've got going on, or at least that's how it does it in Nuketown, whatever the one they have in Black Ops 2. I don't know, the 2027 or something. And supposedly with the Freefall map, at the end of the map, the skyscraper is going to fall all the way to the ground, and that'll be like the end cinematic for the game. Now, they haven't announced whether or not all the multiplayer maps are going to have dynamic features. For both games, we don't know if Battlefield 4 is going to have these dynamic user-controlled events in more than just that one map they announced. I'm guessing it'll probably be more, but I'm not sure if it's going to be all of them. And we also don't know, as far as Call of Duty goes, with Call of Duty Ghosts, if there's going to be more than just this one that's going to be dynamic. But I'm guessing we'll probably see more than that. So I personally think that the way Battlefield's doing it looks a little bit more cool. It's user-controlled, and it's also a much bigger toppling. It's entire skyscraper falling over instead of just your skyscraper slowly falling while you're fighting through it. But they're both really cool concepts, and you can tell they were kind of they were basing some of this stuff off of the same idea. I don't know if Call of Duty Ghosts saw this map that they showed off at E3 from Battlefield, like, oh, we can do something like that, and they designed it, or if they were working on that beforehand. I'm not going to speculate on that, but let me know in the comments down below which one you think looks cooler. Well, the Battlefield 4 Siege of Shanghai map looked cooler, or you think this new freefall map looks cooler. I'm pretty sure I already know which one people are going to say, but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like or a favorite. Don't forget to subscribe because I do videos like this every day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.